happen more than once. 30% of children who have experienced bullying have contemplated suicide, and this is a 5% increase from 2013. In research conducted from Sloan and peers, students claimed that they are hesitant to tell parents or guardians and teachers about the cyberbullying that they are experiencing. When asked why, they claimed that adults are unaware of the problem or unconcerned, and that even if they told adults what they are experiencing, that the adult would not be able to handle the problem well. Parents and teachers often know too little too late when it comes to cyberbullying. My name is Alyssa Romero, and I am very passionate about teachers being aware of bullying, specifically cyberbullying, and how it affects students, as well as how we as teachers can help our students in the important position we are in. Since students have voiced their concerns about adults being unaware of the problem of cyberbullying, we need to take a closer look at what cyberbullying means, specifically as it pertains to today. Cyberbullying manifests itself in various forms. The most common forms are harassment, threatening, and rumor spreading. Children with mobile devices and gaming systems have access to the whole internet spectrum, as well as text messaging, phone calls, photos, and videos. Children have access to all social media platforms. Facebook and Twitter are the most common places where cyberbullying takes place. Cyberbullying is also not limited to a specific age range. A common myth many teachers can believe is that younger students do not have issues with cyberbullying because they do not have access to the internet. However, this is not true. More and more younger children are being exposed to the internet. So this is something that every teacher from every grade level, K through 12, needs to hear. The greatest incidence of victimization found was at 7th and 8th grades. This is between ages 13 and 15 years old. So how can we as teachers help our students overcome the paralyzing effects of cyberbullying? While telling students to block certain people, change passwords and usernames, not read messages from perpetrators, etc. are all good things, these are not strong solutions. Schools need to take more action than this. All schools should have an anti-bullying policy and awareness-raising activities or forms. Bullying also should not be spoken about once a year and never spoken of again. Teachers in individual classrooms need to bring up the issue of cyberbullying constantly. Samir Hinjwal from the Cyberbullying Research Center had this to say: teachers should not limit the discussion to computer class or internet safety day. You should bring it up in any capacity, in any instance, in any classroom. Not only should teachers and schools inform students about cyberbullying, but they should also take on an active role in the classroom to encourage students to not participate in cyberbullying. It is vital for students to understand the impacts of their actions, and one way to do this is incorporating activities in the classroom that encourage empathy for others. The goal is for students to look at each other as equals and become empathetic towards one another. One way that this could be incorporated is through quality circles. Quality circles involves placing students in small groups and presenting them with a bullying problem. Then they have to work together as a group to come up with solutions to this problem. Not only does this raise awareness of cyberbullying and specific problems, and also raise empathy between students and have them work together, it also informs teachers as well. We must remember that cyberbullying is the problem and that behaviors do not define students. As teachers, we need to target behaviors and its root causes. Encouraging positive behaviors in our students in creative ways is one of the most important ways we can fight against bullying, as well as constantly raising awareness and speaking of cyberbullying. For teachers to turn a blind eye to the needs of their students is to promote the despicable acts of cyberbullying. We as teachers cannot turn a blind eye to the problem that is cyberbullying, and we are not ill-equipped to deal with this problem. We can help, and we can make a change.